What's up, everybody? We are back again for part 2 of the Dark Knight's Death Metal set. And as you can see here, we've already unboxed Wonder Woman. You can check that video out on the page in the DC section. We have Superman, Batman, and Robin King left to unbox, which will also give us the pieces we need to complete the Dark Father figure. We did get the cape and the head with the Wonder Woman action figure, so now we are going to go ahead and unbox, I believe, Batman. We're going to go with Batman today, and then we'll get to these two possibly next week or maybe later this week, and then complete that Dark Father figure. So I'm really looking forward to getting him put together, and since we've already done a couple Supermans, I think it'd be perfect to go ahead and unbox Batman today. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and clear out some space here, get the rest of these guys out of the way for right now, and we're going to go ahead and get Batman pulled out of the box. Alright, so on these boxes, there's normally 3 pieces of tape, one here, and one here, or sealy bits. But before we go ahead and tear it open, let's take a look at the packaging just so we can see what it's all about. It seems to have the standard back cardboard in there with the comic book-like stuff. He looks like he does have his card in there. He comes with a red scythe/guitar, and then as you can see here, he comes with the legs for Dark Father. Go around to this side of the box, we just have a small window where you can see that guitar. It says Batman, DC Multiverse. So here on the back, we've got Dark Father pictured, looking really cool. We have these 3 characters corresponding up here, so you know which pieces go with which character in case you're trying to hunt them down. We've got this really cool picture of Batman just jamming out on the guitar. I kind of wish the guitar was a different color, but the red does pop. We'll see. We might end up changing the guitar, doing a little customization on that. I'm not really sure exactly at this moment, but I'm thinking that it's a pretty cool looking figure, and just putting a little bit of wash to the guitar would make it look a lot better. So now let's go ahead and get him pulled out. If you have a nice sharp knife, that goes a lot easier. So here we've got Batman pulled out of the box, looking pretty cool. Let's pull him out of the cardboard shell and just set him down over here. So you can see we do have his card. He does come with a figure stand and then kind of like a comic book background. Really cool looking. We'll pull this card out in just a second. I'm not sure whether he'll need the figure stand or not, but we'll go ahead and pull it out just to make sure he gets stood up good on there. Move that out of the way, and then we can get to the Batman. We'll just start pulling these out. Looks like that's got a little warp to it. We'll start with the guitar. Alright, pretty cool guitar. Let's see. We do have multiple straps holding Batman in, so let's just go ahead and give these a quick little clip. Too many bands, too many bands. I don't think we've got one on the other arm. Got a little bit of wonkiness going on with the feet just from being in the packaging, so we'll go ahead and get those ankles straightened up, see if we can get him standing here for a minute. All right, so here he is pulled out of the box. The first thing we're going to do is take a look at his little card that he's got here. Pretty cool picture on there. It says Batman Dark Knight's Death Metal. As we flip it around to the back, we've got the little data file here, and I will take a picture of that and pop it up so you can read the whole thing if you want. It says, I'm just going to read the top portion here. It says his real name is Bruce Wayne. He is 6 foot 2 inches tall, weighing in about 210 pounds. Following the universe-shattering events of Dark Knight's metal, the Earth is enveloped by the dark multiverse and has transformed into a hellish landscape twisted beyond recognition. Willing to sacrifice his own humanity for the greater good, Batman wields an evil Black Lantern power ring, which grants him the power to resurrect the dead. Now leading an army of zombies and riding a bat cycle made of bones, the Dark Knight wages war against the Batman who laughs and his omnipotent goddess Perpetua. in his mission to save the DC multiverse. So that's pretty interesting right there. Doesn't really say why he's playing the guitar or anything like that, but it's definitely a cool backstory. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at this guitar, and it is pretty detailed. As you can see, they did a really good job sculpting everything. We've got just tons of stuff sculpted on here. They did put a little black here and some yellow and stuff there. I just wish that they would have went ahead and done a wash on the rest of the guitar, because there's just so much of it that would pop if there was a little wash on it. So I've got a feeling that I'm going to end up doing just that. We're going to put a little wash on this guitar just to make it look a little bit better. But other than that, it's a sweet guitar, and now we can move on to Batman. So we'll go ahead and get in close here. All right, and so now we will do a articulation. He looks to the left. He does look to the right. He looks down. And he looks up pretty good. As far as neck articulation, this is the best figure so far. He's not too stiff. He's definitely turning, looking around. You can pose him in any of those directions. I think he looks pretty cool just staring down at the ground, kind of solemn looking. Really good looking face on this Batman. Probably one of my favorite faces. Then he's got this awesome trench coat on, which is not removable. It does have these little spikes all over it, but this is like a really soft rubber, and the spikes aren't really going to hurt you because they are pretty soft. It would be cool if the jacket was removable, but it looks cool on him, and I'd probably display him with it on anyhow. As far as his arms, he can go up. Oh, we got a bust out. Let's see. Yeah, the jacket ain't coming off. We got an arm popped out of the socket here, but as you know, these snap right back in really easy. So it can go up. It can, well, the jacket's not letting it rotate. So let's just show you while it's pulled off the body, because this part's stiff, and once it gets broken in, I feel like it'll rotate a little better. But we've got the rotating swivel at the bicep. We have the ball joint, which allows a lot of movement in the arm. We do have the double jointed elbow. You can see the second pin down here under his gauntlet, which allows for a pretty good range of motion as far as that goes. His hand does turn 360 degrees and is on a swivel, so it can go up and down as far as that goes. I've never showed the articulation on an arm pulled out of socket, but hey, since it happened, let's make the best of it. You can also see all the cool detail, all of the like fabric texture in here on the sleeve of his bat suit, the little metal knobbies and stuff all around there. I think this is a really cool design, and they put a lot into this guy. Let's go ahead and get that arm snapped back in though. Come on, arm. There it goes. All right, now the arm's snapped into place. If we pull the jacket out of the way a little bit, you can see he does have the standard diaphragm cut right here, which allows him to do that ab crunch. He doesn't go too far forward, but he goes back a pretty good amount. And then he will rotate left and right, as well as, let's see. Oh, if he's rotating left and right at the waist, it's really stiff. I'm half tempted to think he's not, and I'm not going to try it just in case. As far as his splits go, he can do a pretty good split. Got those standard McFarlane joints there. And something that we do get with this character is a thigh swivel, which is really cool. They don't do that on all of their characters, so I'm happy that they put it on Batman. It kind of just goes in with his pants here, so it's not such a noticeable swivel. And I like that because it hides it with the armor. Then as we come down, he's got the double jointed knees. You can see the pins. Let's get away from these pins. Let's get to a more oh, and that second joint is stiff, but we're getting about that much bend out of this guy. And then as we come down the knee, let's see if we've got a boot cut, a boot swivel, no boot swivel. We come down here to the ankle. We do have ankle swivel and ankle pivot. It will point down. If you get it pointed the right direction, there we go. It will point up, as well as it has toe articulation on the little hinge here. And because it's a black pin, it matches his black boot, and everything goes pretty good together with that. As we flip him around and look at the back, you can see there's buckles. There's kind of like a leathery detail in this actual trench coat. We've got kind of the Batman wing type bottom on the coat, so really good looking trench coat. This is a super cool looking Batman figure. From the face sculpt to the outfit, I'm really loving this guy. The dark version, death metal version of Batman. So I'm super happy that we got him picked up. Let's go ahead and set him back on his figure stand here. And we'll look at him next to Wonder Woman. So there he is next to Wonder Woman. As you can see, they scale really well together, right about the same height. Wonder Woman was 6 foot tall, and I believe it said Batman was 6'2", so he's just a hair bigger than her. And once you take off the tiara and stuff, you'd probably notice the 2-inch difference that Batman's got. One thing I always like to do, I mentioned just so you guys might think of this in case you're not, but they sell these top-loading card protectors at Walmart, Target, Meijer, just about anywhere, and you can slide your card in there and it will just keep it safe. If that's something you're interested in keeping, I like to keep all the cards that go with the figures, so I just put them in these little sleeves. It keeps them safe, and then if I ever want to check it out later, I've got that ability, and I don't got to worry about the card being damaged. So what do you guys think of this set? I think it's really cool. I'm definitely digging it, and I can't wait to get the other two opened up. Just due to the fact that this video can't really be too long, we're going to go ahead and end it here. And then I think next time we'll take a look at Robin King. I'm not sure. Maybe Robin King, maybe Superman. You guys tell me down in the comments, what would you rather see next? The Robin King or Superman from the Dark Knight Death Metal series? Don't forget to tell someone you love them. Hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.